This is always one of my favourite places to stop, regardless of where I'm going or what I'm doing. You can see Bunyip Creek Road, straight down the guts of the power lines. Before it turns left to Labatouche Road, I believe it is. I can hear some people over there. Like bushwalking. But I always stop here if I'm coming through here. It's just as good the other way as well, towards Gembrook, the view. It's like rolling hills. I'll see if I can put a picture in. It's a beautiful day. It's probably the best day we've had. Oh, actually, yesterday was better, but today's been pretty good. Rain in the morning, but compared to the last couple of weeks, today's one of the better days. Where that goes to bushland again, see how the pasture land sort of cuts across the power lines. Where that goes to bushland again, that's Forest Road, and that's another part of the park where you got Robertson Creek Fire Line, Bill Track, Rocky Track, Quartz Creek Track, a few good tracks in there, a few tricky tracks. Some weird laughter going on that's distracting me. I can't hear any vehicles, so they must be bushwalking. I don't know, I still got my helmet on, so I can't tell. But we are part 3 of this unintentional series in Bunyip State Park. Today I want to check out Gentle Annie Track, and I put the feelers out on a couple of groups, or a group, and asked for the conditions because of the rain, and everyone said stay away. So I'm going to ignore that. And I'm not going to ignore it. I'm going to go check it out. Look at it. If it's too slippery, I'll go check out some other tracks, or just ride the gravel roads and call it there. But yeah, I always want to soak in this view, have a quiet moment with some other people in the bush. Anyway, I'm going to cut it there, and I'll set the other camera up and the mic up once I get to the trailhead. Right, so this is one track I actually want to check out one day. It's Geary Track. I think it's actually part of Latrobe State Forest, or Labatouche. And it doesn't come across on camera, but it's very steep. Like, it actually doesn't look that slippery at the moment. It looks pretty dry, but I'm not taking that for granted. I'm not doing it today. Plus, I want to come up. I want to go down it. Down, it's boring. And it's around 3.5k. It's pretty short, but it's so steep. Goes down to Yarra Junction Powertown Road, I believe, or Yarra Junction Newham South Road, something like that. You're just on the edge of Bunyip State Park, I believe. But yeah, I've seen videos, and even in the videos it looks steep as shit. So not today, not while I'm still working up my confidence as I'm back on the bike. But yeah, just making a mental note of that. Wanted to check it out, see how steep it was, because I've ridden past it on my bike before when the gates closed, and not thought anything of it. I thought it was an older track, but it's still going. So definitely will check that out one day. Onwards.
Alright, hello from the start of Gentle Annie Drive. I'm sorry about this whack camera angle, but the camera is on my bike, and I can't be bothered. Camera on my helmet, and I can't be bothered taking it off, even though it's on magnetic mounts. And the track looks fine, like it looks dry enough, but I still just feel nervous and wondering if it's a good idea, because it's a bit of an unknown. I've watched videos and it doesn't look too bad, but videos don't tell half of the story. So I've ridden on this way. I've ridden an hour and 15 minutes to get here. It's a bit further than Anderson Track, so it's like pressuring me to not turn around and give it a crack. I just sussed out Western track as well. I rode 2 meters into it, and that looks the same. So I also think this track is okay. Let's just give it a crack. Yeah, let's go.
remember this day and look back on it when I do that track and complete it. Today is not that day. Again, I'm definitely pushing this bike way beyond its limits. It's not designed to do that sort of thing. It's based off a goddamn street bike, for Christ's sake. A Duke 390. And I'm doing things that a Duke 390 would never do. And I'm not trying to sound arrogant and like I've got skill. I haven't. I'm just saying, if I did have the skill, the bike would be like, what the fuck? I think the bike is already like that. I pushed this bike so hard. It's crazy how rutted the track is compared to videos. I suppose that's what happens. Yeah. Is it alright? It's pretty soft still. It's like sandy clay. Yep. And that's where I would have ended up. Oh my days. Brother. Brother. Is there a chicken line? Oh. Brother. It. Yeehaw! Let's go! Tally ho, chaps. Who doesn't love a good chicken line on my days? I'm gonna do this truck in the other direction. It's pretty good. This is fun. This is my style. Ah, I just jinxed myself. Now, what do we do here, chat? I don't like that rock. Let's have a poke. Okay, four-wheel drive. Oh, mama. Oh, that's deep. This might be credits. It's just, I'm worried about it being too soft. I'll have to send it through, and if I do, I'm scared I'm gonna yeet. Problem is, my bike is also wider than that. The skid plate will definitely bottom out. Yeah, I think that's it. Damn it. Oh well, I gave it a crack again. Definitely worth checking out this track again in the future. At least I got to do some of this track, and it's a pretty cool track so far. You know, nice and relatively easy for me. I'll keep the cameras rolling just in case anything happens, or if I think of anything interesting to say. But if not, hopefully I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching, like, subscribe. I'll see you then. Almost hit that rock. guess I get my wish of doing it backwards, I guess. Ah, yes. Yeah, nice. Wet. Ooh, nice, nice view. Skinny trees. That's cool. Downhill time. Whee! Nothing can go wrong. Oh. That hurts my quads. Yikes. The big rock, miss the rock. There we go. Okay, that was more interesting. That was more interesting than I thought. Boggy. Whoop. Alright. I am going to leave it there this time. Not like that fake news outro. Okay, I'll admit, coming back to that was really fun. I really enjoyed those climbs. That's like my happy place. That's why I love Anderson track so much, because it's like perfect amount of steep but easy lines, no humongous ruts, slippery enough for a bit of a challenge when it's a little bit damp. But just not the ending I want today. I don't know how shallow that bog hole gets in the hot summer months. To be fair, we've had a lot of rain recently, so that's probably pretty deep for what it gets. Once it stops raining, maybe some four-wheel drives will come and clear it out. Yeah, as for Gentleman, I'll be back. Don't worry about that. I'll be back. Anyway, I am going to leave it there this time. Ow. I'll see you in the next one. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure you subscribe, like, comment. Shout out to DOZ Adventurer, always commenting. Hope to see you out in the tracks one day, man. If you made it this far, you're a legend. And comment beep boop in the comments if you want. I don't know.